As mums, we oftentimes put ourselves last, especially if we, have families and are running businesses and maybe even having work as well. My kids are everywhere, by the way. My toddler's there, the baby's behind me. Thank you. What do you want? Do you want some toast? Okay. Yeah, okay, let's go make some toast. Okay, let's try that again. So, as mums, we oftentimes put ourselves last, especially if we have family and business and work and 20 million other commitments to do before we can take care of ourselves. But let me tell you, it is so important to make sure that you are giving yourself some attention as well. If you are new here, my name is Alma and I am a mum of 2 under 2 and I currently live in Orkney. And today I thought that I would show you guys how I prioritise self-care as a very busy mum of 2 under 2 whilst running 3 businesses. So first of all, I want you to redefine self-care and what that means to you. Because self-care doesn't have to be a spa day. It doesn't have to be, a whole self-care thing. It doesn't have to be an everything shower that takes 2 hours. Self-care could literally mean a 15-minute walk, a quiet cup of tea, 5 minutes of reading your book. It could literally mean anything that is going to lift your spirits, that's going to increase your energy, that's gonna increase and raise your vibration. That's what self-care is. It's just giving a little bit of love back to yourself. Secondly, I want you to schedule your self-care in every day. Just 5 to 10 minutes every single day. I want you to jot it down in your little planner, in your schedule, in your content, wherever you want to put it, I don't care. Write down every single day for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you're going to have some self-care, whether that be having a nice, slow, hot shower or a cold shower if that's where you're inclined, whether that's having a nice cup of tea, whether that's going and sitting outside for 5 minutes and reading a book. I don't care what it is, even if it means that you have a hectic day and you come home from shopping and you quite literally just sit in your car for 10 minutes in peace. That's fine. I don't care what it is, but schedule it into your day. Make sure that every single day it happens. Because if you haven't got it written down, if you don't remind yourself about it, it's probably not going to happen. And that cannot. Number 3 is asking for help. And I used to be so guilty of thinking that me asking for help would be a sign of weakness. I didn't want to ask my partner for help. I didn't want to ask for any help externally because I didn't want to be seen as weak. I didn't want to be seen as, I've had these children and now I can't cope with them. Like, what now? I didn't want to be seen as that. But then I realised that everyone needs a little bit of help now and then, especially if you are leading a really busy lifestyle. Like, my little boy goes for an hour a day to soft play with either Hugh or Hugh's dad, my partner or his dad. And, he loves that. He loves that. It's like a special bonding time for them. And it also gives me an hour a day to do the housework or do some admin that I can't do while he's awake, or, do the things that I can't do while he's there, or that are more convenient to do while he's not there. Because I've definitely learned along the way that you can do anything with a kid present. Like, literally anything can be done if you just figure out how to do it. It takes some practice, but it can be done. But there's definitely some things that are a lot more convenient to do while there isn't a toddler jumping all over your head. So yeah, there's that 1 hour a day really, really does help, because I can get so much done in that hour while he's out of the house. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Set boundaries. I don't know how to frame this, how to word this, how to say this, so that it sticks in your head. But please, 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 please set boundaries or you will burn out. When I first started this business, and well, not when I first started it, but when I got to the point in business where I was starting to take in calls and responding to messages and yeah, just, you know, actually communicating with people, I would not set any boundaries, neither with my home or the business. And I got so burnt out so quickly because I was constantly on my phone sending messages. I was at the same time constantly with my children, making sure that, you know, they were happy and they were playing and giving them attention. And I got so drained. So now I have learned to set boundaries. I have learned to position myself in my business in a way where I can say no to people, and I can, you know, schedule in the time where I'm going to speak to somebody. And I don't bring messaging people and speaking to people in the business into the environment where I'm playing with my children, into the environment where I'm having one-on-one time with my kids. It's really, really important to be able to set boundaries and keep them very clear. At the same time, if I am on a call, usually Loki actually does come into my calls, but for the most part, I try to book my calls in when Hugh can look after the kids, so that, you know, I have that space and that, you know, I can prioritize and concentrate on my client rather than having kids running around me. So definitely set boundaries and make them very clear on both sides. And finally, mindset. Self-care isn't just physical, it's very much emotional and mental as well. So make sure that every day, like, I'm not somebody that can sit and meditate. I'm really not. Like, that's just not my cup of tea. But I do love to journal. I have found a real love for journaling. I didn't think that I would like it. I didn't think that I liked it at all. But I started with like gratitude journaling and affirmations and visualizations, that kind of thing. And yesterday, actually, for the first time ever, I sat down and I journaled about my day, and I just could not stop writing. I was writing and writing and writing, and I think last night I fell in love with journaling and I found my style. Definitely look for your style, because there's so many different ways to journal. You know, you could have a bullet journal, you could do gratitude journaling, you could do like a 6-minute journal. There's so many different ways to journal. You just have to find what suits you best. For the longest time, I actually really enjoyed just like recording voice notes into my like iPhone journal thing, or like if you have a Samsung, I think you can voice note into your notes. But there's like so many apps for doing that as well. So find your way of journaling, find your way of like letting those emotions out and those feelings, and like think about your day, like reflect on what happened in the day, how you felt, how like different aspects of the day made you feel, and things like that. So yeah, reflect on your day, journal, and just do something mindset wise. Like if you like meditating, meditate, journal, whatever works for you. Make sure that you incorporate that. Even if you like double up your mindset and your self-care, even if you just, you know, your self-care is just 10 minutes of journaling or whatever a day, make sure that you incorporate some sort of mental training. It doesn't have to be like, you know, super deep and emotional, but help yourself get some mental clarity on what is going on in your life, because that is so important. But remember that prioritizing your self-care does not mean that you are going to be neglecting your responsibilities. It just takes 5 to 10 minutes a day. It's not a very long time, and it can really help. So if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more content like this, feel free to follow my Instagram. It'll be linked down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy this one as well. If not, I will see you guys in 2 days.